What is good, boys? Welcome back to another trading recap on the 10K funded eval. So today was a bit of a kind of bad day. It was basically just break even, made like 15, $20. But I didn't take this trade. This was the trade I should have taken. Yeah, basically this was inverse fair value gap. Basically, if you look at fib, we've broken structure by now. And then if you go to okay, never mind. If you go to here, this is candle closure out of the fair value gap, or was an order block. It's basically there's just equilibrium right here that you can enter in with. So then, bang, candle closure off market open. This one's not that good. This is a good candle closure. Enter off this off market open. Have a little bit more wiggle room for stops, like stops all the way down here. Boom, longs up to these highs. I did not do that because on my funded pair, we closed bearish, and I kind of wanted just one more bullish candle to take along. Then off that, we move lower, and we break structure to the downside. So then this just sucks. So then now I need a full new wave of confirmation to take a trade. Because I'm not just going to take a trade off this bullish candle. We already broke back to the downside. We could easily just keep going lower. Then what happens after this? We rip up higher. And this is where it kind of gets a little messed up. We break structure back to the upside. In my mind, I was saying this isn't that important of a break. This could just like such a minor break. It's not that important. If we break back to the upside, I literally will long from there. And we did. And I took this trade. And then the second I got in this trade and I started losing money, when I was like down here, it's down like $50. Or actually, to be real, I think my stops were a little tighter. I was down almost like $100 at one point. I don't really know how, but it was like I entered. I got entered like all the way on my funded. I got entered like yeah, like all the way up here, and then price literally candles weren't even up there, and now I'm just getting pushed just all the way back down from the money moving lower, which is really annoying because down here you're down $70. So then I'm thinking here I don't want to lose money on this because even if I win, I'm making not even like $50. So I was just waiting for price to get back up to about a break even point, and we just barely climbed back up. And I'm like, okay, dude, we're at $50. Like, I'm just going to take it and just probably not trade today. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay off the charts and not trade today. And then I also thought to myself, well, I'm fine not trading, but I don't want to have to come onto this recap stuff and say I lost $50 and had a losing day because $50 is still a losing day when in reality I should have actually taken a normal winning trade today. So, after that, I took along off this little equilibrium from this low to this high, and then we pushed higher because from here, like, we're gonna take profit, bro. It's just so obvious. I did this, and then I realized my stops are way too tight. So I was literally, all I wanted to do here was make back the money that I lost. So all I was waiting for was price to get up to like $50. We were at like 40 here, and then we shot up off this candle. And the second we got up to like here, I literally exited at the top of this candle, and I was up like $70, made 70 off this after I lost 50. Boom, losses are gone. So yeah, basically my two trades was a trade from here to here and from here to up to here. So a little bit of a kind of weird day. Honestly, I could have played this a lot better after I missed the move. I could have waited for an actual healthy retracement instead of which is like that's what the reason I also closed early was because following this I wanted some sort of retracement. And I realized that after we were pushing lower that probably you should enter with a retracement, but we didn't hit any equilibrium, which is really annoying. So yeah, literally, um, all this crap was just kind of stupid. And also, I just kind of wanted to make some money because I didn't want to have to miss this whole move. Because I don't miss trades. Like, I rarely ever will miss a trade. This high is so messed up. Yeah, so literally, it could have been a pretty good winning day. 1.42 is actually insane. But, yeah, and off this, we were literally, like, shooting for the moon, hoping we would get a price up to this second take profit. But, yeah, still, we would have been up probably closer to, like, 250, almost 300. Off take profit one because the risk reward was so high. But oh, broke my knee. Yeah. Anyways, could have played today a lot better. I mean, small wins, we take those, bro. Even if they're wonky, a win is a win. But winning no matter what, it's not good. So we'll have to revise this. This was New York session. If you guys are curious, literally just longs, kind of up to these highs, kind of up to these other highs. Off of bunch of bullish liquidity sweep, retracement, just throw a trade on there and take profit gets it. Yeah, so literally take profit one and no room for a second take profit, I guess. But New York has been a lot better now. That's something that's been good. We've been getting actual like good entries for New York, so that's a little bit of a change. Anyways, yeah, also, I didn't talk about this SMT. I also had an SMT going into this because this right here was only a 30-minute gap, which those have been working and they worked again, so I'm definitely going to keep this as like a tool to use. But going into market open, we swept out this draw and sit above this low on GBP USD, so we formed a very bullish SMT. And I did want shorts in two, like even if there's a 30-minute gap here, like price probably can just inverse this until we form the SMT. So the SMT was really the thing to get me to send price for longs. And as you guys can see, I was right. So most of the time, I am right where price wants to go. Last week, I was literally, I'm pretty sure yeah, I was right 3 out of 5 times last week. I was only wrong on Monday because of the 30-minute gap, and I was only wrong on Wednesday because of another 30-minute gap when really I didn't even need to trade after I missed that. I just wanted to get something in. But yeah, that was today. Made $20. Could have made like 200, but it's whatever. We're down a little less than 300 now on the funded. Um, and I'm going on a cruise in like 2 weeks. So we're kind of on like a race to pass this funded because after this week and this whole next week, all these days, that's gonna be the last day on the funded for a whole week, and then I'll obviously come back trade on it again. But I'd like to be able to come back to a second point in the eval where I only have to make $500 compared to having to make 1,000. So yeah. Anyways, that'll do for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's training recap. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more videos. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our next 10K funded eval recap. So I will see you guys then.